We're in the city of Rason, in North Korea, a country that has been closed for the past 5 years. But now the borders have reopened, and we're among the first foreign people to set foot here. Unlike the rest of the country, Rason is a special economic zone in North Korea, where foreign trade is allowed and markets operate differently. This is North Korea like you've never seen before. But let's start from the beginning. So we flew from Beijing, the capital of China, all the way to Yanji, a city in the east of China, just 70 kilometers away from the North Korean border. When we were flying in, we had to close the blinds on the windows of the plane because we were not allowed to see anything outside. We landed in a civil military airport. Tomorrow I will be part of some of the first people to set foot in North Korea for the first time in 5 years. I've been told that we will have 2 local guides with us at all times, and we will not be allowed to do anything alone. I don't really know what to expect, but I will try to engage with local people on camera, off camera, to get an idea of the daily life in North Korea. I'm not here with any political agenda. Nobody's paying me to make this video. I just travel to understand and document daily life and to show you places that most people will never get to see. So let's get some rest, because tomorrow we have a big day. Tomorrow we are entering North Korea. Finally made it to the DPRK, so it took us like 5 hours to cross everything. They check my passport, they stamp it. They almost didn't check my luggage, just need to declare my laptop, my phone. That's it. We have 2 local tour guides and a third one, which probably is from the government, but she's filming everything we do. Anyone? So we came to feed the deer. It's a very random activity on the way to Rason in North Korea. Well, I can't say North Korea here, I should say the DPRK or Korea. So the next stop here is to see the mineral water factory. It feels very random, this itinerary. It doesn't look like a factory, but I get the point. They have mineral water here. It's actually very good, I'm not gonna lie. We're starving, so we're gonna get some lunch because we're already late. I think it took us like forever to cross the border. So we go to a restaurant now to get some lunch and see how North Korean food looks like.
We listen to this song so many times because everywhere we sing this song. 나를 하자 김장은 지대하신 분바다 사랑하자 김장은 친근한 오바들 인민은 한마음 믿고 따르네 친근한 오바들. You know, I'm a little bit nervous, so I can't recognize the lyric of the song. I like listening to it so much, but it's not suitable to my voice. So I will sing some kind of slow song.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's go for it.
And first I will sing in Korean and I will sing it in English. Okay?
Amazing. Let's do
yes.
it. Let's go, Miss Kim.
Okay. 이 한밤도 먼 길 가시 원수님 생각하며 우리 마음 차욱차욱 간절히 따라섭니다. 우리 운명 우리 행복 원수님께 달려있길 아침 저녁 선언은 하나 원수님의 안녕입니다. When we think of our marshal on the roads for people at midnight, we follow him step by step with earth and earnest yearning as our destiny and happiness deep down Marshal Kim Jong-un. We wish only one thing, welfare day and night.
Alright, so we came now for lunch in this hotel. Honestly, this place looks literally like a wedding venue. Absolutely mind-blowing. Miss Kim is telling us that there's no vegetarians here. I'm the first one. The first vegetarian coming in 5 years to the DPRK.
I was the first.
I think I crossed first.
It's important.
So we're trying the local kimchi. These guys, they told me this was going to be spicy. Actually quite spicy. Some rice, eggs, veggies. The other interesting thing is that they serve you tea first, some tea. And this is the local beer. Let me show you a bottle. The local beer from here. And literally with every meal they serve you some. Didn't even drink water today. And my first drink is beer. Great. Welcome to the DPRK. This is like a broth. It's veggies with peanuts. We finished lunch. We are now going to check in this hotel. This is going to be our base for the next 3 nights. Have a lot of activities, a lot of things planned. This is just the beginning of our time in the DPRK. Okay, so we are in the room. The wallpapers already look quite interesting. Let's explore the bathroom. The shower is somewhere here. You have a bucket. This room is massive. 3 big beds, only for me. Then you have a massive clock. I guess you will never fall asleep. You feel kind of a Soviet vibe, but also a Korean vibe. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe in the upcoming days we're gonna deep dive a little bit more and maybe speak with my tour guide, Miss Kim. So far she looks very friendly and I wanna ask her many questions, but I cannot shoot everything on the same day. This is not how it works. There's manners for taking photos, videos, so many different protocols that you need to follow, and I want to be respectful. We came here to exchange money. We cannot exchange much because technically we can't use local money, although in Rason, because it's a special economic zone, you are allowed to, but you need to exchange very little because the guides are also supervising that you spend the money. You cannot take the money out of the country. So we're gonna exchange some money, maybe 20-30 euros. You can even open a bank account here and they give you a card and all that stuff, but obviously you're subject to international sanctions if you do that. So all we're gonna do now is just exchange the money. So I mentioned before that you could open your bank account here and they give you the card. Of course I'm not doing this, but there's somebody in the group who actually did it. Looks like this, just for information purposes. So I'm gonna exchange now 10 Chinese yuan into the local DPRK currency, and you're meant to spend everything in the country. You cannot take this outside the country. That's at least what they told us, and they are overseeing this.
Yeah,
so how much we have here for 10?
For 10, you know, 10,000, 2,500, 600.
Let's see what we can do with this. Walking the streets of North Korea right now on the DPRK. I have a lot of posters, propaganda also in some places, banks in many corners. Not many tourists. I haven't seen any except for this little group, because you cannot really come alone at this point in time. to North Korea, you need to come with a tour company. We're in a small group here. We see this little football player, Miss Kim, asked me where I was from. I said Argentina, and she said in the same moment, Messi, Messi, Messi. You can imagine even this level of player reached North Korea. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The power of football. I don't think you can see those letters that I have behind me, but essentially that means we'll go with a DPRK party everywhere. As we are approaching sunset time, something I want to mention, very interesting. A lot of people have motorcycles and bicycles. They head back to work. Cars are a little bit less frequent, let's put it that way. I'm gonna deep dive on that, I think, in the next few days. About who owns a car, why, and how do you get to buy one, right? But most people are having bicycles, motorcycles. That's what they use when they come back from work. She's filming everything we do. Apparently, it's a video for us after the trip. But yeah, the 2 guides plus her at all times with us. But to be fair, it's not that we don't have freedom. I'm walking, filming. But yeah, just feels strange. She's filming all the time. There's a park, people come here to relax. Plenty of parks in Rason. This one is a very popular one. In summer, obviously, who's gonna come in winter like now? It's freezing cold. I think it's like -10, -11 degrees Celsius. I can hardly feel my hands even though I put on my gloves.
Put some water. Seasoning powder and garlic.
Ah, parsley?
We call it, in Korean we call it gosai. This is a way of making the spice of kimchi. Okay? Stop holding your camera. Hold this around the table. Hold it. Touch it. Can keep your kimchi in plastic bag.
So as you can see, this is how you should not make kimchi. Learn from me. Learn from my mistakes.
10분 더 있어야 되거든.
We first into slice pieces. This kind of spice we put over it.
Okay, so we finished the cooking class. Now finally we are going to have dinner. A lot of fish, a lot of veggies, rice, the most important thing, kimchi. And something that we made, I still don't know the name. I think they call it rice cakes or something like this. Literally have all this boiled rice. We smash it for a while and then we put this breadcrumbs type of thing. And it's super chewy. It is tasty indeed. So that was day 1 in Rason in North Korea, or DPRK, or simply Korea, the way they call it here. It's midnight. I need to get some rest, but before I want to share some quick reflections. And I'm trying to learn more about this country. I'm not here to judge. The one thing I want to mention is that when people say that you are not free to do whatever you want without your guides, that was my perception yesterday when I made the video and I was informed about these local guys and we should do everything with them. Yeah, this is partially true, but on the other hand, I stay behind to make some videos and showing you things on the street. You don't need them to go to the toilet, as I heard in other outlets. That's not true at all. You can go to the toilet on your own. The goal here is you cannot go outside on your own without their supervision. That's the rule. That's all. They were very kind, to be honest, telling us, okay, you can do this, you cannot do that, like proper debriefing in terms of, okay, you can take this picture, you can take this video, avoid this, avoid that. It was really good to hear from them and telling us what to do to be safe. The third person that I kept mentioning in the video, the one filming pretty much everything, yeah, she works for the government, but technically everyone was for the government. So I didn't really feel anything alarming. Ultimately, I wanna walk the streets more. I want to engage with local people, and really understand how life is in North Korea. So I'm gonna get some rest, and I will speak to you tomorrow morning, and hopefully we get a chance to speak with more locals. Good night. Good morning and welcome back to another day in the DPRK. We are going now for breakfast because we have a very long day. Let's see what these people have for breakfast actually. Coffee is not the tradition here, they only have tea. There's some fish here, a toast with some butter. Then you have some beef, some salad. After we finish breakfast, the plan really is to go and see the statues. Then we go and do like a little hike. The hike is gonna take really the whole morning. And then who knows what we're gonna do in the afternoon. We're gonna buy some flowers to pay respect to the leaders here. 2 statues with the leaders. By the way, how many years you studied English?
Can you guess? I've been studying English for 6 years.
She speaks such a strong level of English.
Of course, it is my honor for me to be a guide of you.
We went to pay respect to the leaders. You don't have much time there. You take the flowers. You buy if you want, it's not mandatory. You literally have 5 minutes. Most of the things here are always limited in terms of time. So I take anything I can get to capture a little bit more about life here. Professional videographer for the trip.
Thank you.
This is actually a long, steep trekking activity. So we finally made it to the top here. We estimate an hour and a half approximately of intense trekking, very, very steep. And we have a panoramic view of the city of Rason here in the DPRK. Miss Kim, I'm from Argentina. What do you know about Argentina?
Argentina is a country located in South America, and the capital of the Argentina is Buenos Aires. Yes, and football is very popular in your country.
Who do you know playing football?
Messi, Maradona, and also so many football stars are from your country.
This is unreal. I can't believe the power of football that even in the DPRK.
And you won a football cup in 2022 in Qatar.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually made a video about that, but it's incredible you have this knowledge. And actually you play football as well, right? In the DPRK. You have a football team.
Yeah, yes. Our women football team.
And you are fairly strong. You won something recently.
Yeah, yes. 2 World Cups.
Where do they train the football players? In Pyongyang?
Yes, Pyongyang there is a big football school, and they usually train there. Playing skill is also important, but the most important thing is their spirit. They thought we must win a game and give happiness to our fatherland.
Your spirit very high.
Yes.
Keep cheering.
Yes.
As you know right now, Pyongyang is closed for us, for the Western people. I think it's open for Russians, but maybe they open in the future. That's why we are visiting Rason.
I think it will be opened as soon as possible.
How is a day in your life?
I usually wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and after waking up, I clean the, there are portraits of the great leaders in every family.
Okay.
So I clean the portraits of the great leaders and clean my room, have breakfast, and I go to work.
What time is that you go to work approximately?
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
But that is when there are no tourists for me, and just like this, when I'm working with tourists, I usually stay at hotel with tourists, because maybe if the tourists have some problems while their tour activities, and I have to solve their problems.
Okay, at any time.
Anytime. So you can call me anytime if you have any slight inconvenience.
I want to clarify one thing, because before coming they told me that we're gonna have guides with us all day, and we were not allowed to do anything, that we even needed to ask them to go to the toilet. It was forbidden, and I can say this is not true. Because yesterday I was in the hotel lobby till midnight. Miss Kim was on her own.
All all of us respect your freedom.
How much you know about, or how much access you have to movies from different countries, of books from different countries? What do you know about all that?
So as me, I'm very I like reading books so much rather than watch movies, and so I read a lot of novels and books from other countries, and I know a lot of famous writers in other countries. And talking about movies, well, of course we can watch foreign movies from China, Russia, and some of them from India. Talking about movie, I want to say that every movies and books must every movies and books must have the good influence. I think I never saw the movies from many other countries, but I think some of them just for fun or entertainment have no main idea or main point, just for fun or entertainment. I think that is not good.
So essentially you're saying there's no value,
Yes,
just to
value.
watch or read something for entertainment.
Yeah, yes.
You need to learn something.
Yes, I need to learn something, and I get to know how about the right way of our lives. I mean, how do we have to live and work in this way?
Yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Sorry guys, it's a little bit complicated to film because we're in a very slippery road right now, and I'm trying to do my best while speaking to Miss Kim. So bear with me 5 seconds that we are crossing, and I have maybe 1 or 2 more questions for Miss Kim, who's kindly answering everything. So beyond movies and books and all these kind of things, do you practice sports? What do you like to do besides all that on your free time?
As I told you, I like reading so much. So in my leisure time, I like reading books, and except for that, I like listening to music and playing badminton and ping pong. And also talking with my family, my father and my mother. That is very happy moment for me.
Do you have siblings, like a brother or sister, or just one?
I'm only one daughter.
One daughter.
So when I at home, I am just baby.
For example, when you don't have tourists and there's no like a group or anything like that, what do you do? How do you spend your time?
I go to my office and I study English with my computer. I'm just wondering if I told you or not.
Yeah.
I'm joining into university, long distance education system.
Oh, how does that work? How is it, like with computers?
With computers, I can contact with the teachers in the university, and they teach us by computer.
So it's kind of a
Teach me by computer.
online university, something like this?
Yes, online university. So when I have no tourists, I just study English, and not only English but Chinese. And also, except for learning language, there are so many things to learn. Revolutionary history of the great leaders, and some ideological lesson also. Maybe there are so many things to learn.
When you talk about the distance or online university, you mean like you have your own internet or intranet or something in the DPRK where you can access all this?
Yes, the university has its own system for the students in all parts of our country, and they can contact with the teachers and university and have lesson.
Is this a common, more people are doing this online or this remote university these days? It's becoming popular?
Yes, even though the people who graduated from university, they also can join in online university because they want to learn a lot more.
In 5 years from now, how do you see your life? What do you want to do?
My plan, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
There is no special thing, just I want to do my job continuously, and I think I can do a lot of things for my country. You know, when I talk with foreigners, what I want to do is to tell the foreigners much understanding and knowledge about our country, and publicize the exploits of the great leaders and our respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, so they can know a lot about our country and agree with us.
Yeah. Talking about that, because I think you raised a very interesting point, because when people want to come to the DPRK, sometimes they fear, you know, this is a reality. So I think with this kind of videos, I want to highlight more about life here. So probably the question for you is, do people need to fear when they come? Do people need to fear when they come here? You think?
I think it is important for all people in the world to see the reality in their own eyes.
Yeah. So I guess the answer is people should not fear. They should come and see the DPRK.
Yes, they can learn a lot about our country from me, because I'm a tour guide. I can talk with foreigners just like you. So I'm in charge of telling you the truth, right?
Yeah.
So
100%. And if just maybe to wrap up this conversation, because this is completely spontaneous, we're just trekking forever and then we're gonna have lunch, but just to wrap up the conversations, what are the things that you like the most about the DPRK, about Korea?
Everything. Everything. Just only thing I regret is that if I learned a lot more before, I can express my feeling more fluently and exactly. But you know, my English skill is not so high at this moment, so it's so hard for me to explain you the truth in more exact way. So I'll try a lot.
People here, like Miss Kim, they say English is not so good. And I think this is because they have so high standards that when they cannot perform according to their standards, they think something is not good.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. We're going to have something very traditional here. Apparently this is the top food in the DPRK. So the performance finished, we're going to have lunch. I told you before, we had the Pyongyang cold noodles, but these ones are from Rason, of course. They're very rich apparently, and on top of that obviously you have some kimchi. Kimchi is every day, literally, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, it's all the time kimchi. Some bread here and some veggies, fish. It feels like a wedding venue, something surreal that they prepare for us, but incredible performance. But other than that, this feels like food they eat every day here. So we finished lunch, it was delicious, and now we are walking to school. I think the guys over there doing some sort of workout. This is kind of a football pitch, very interesting actually.
Wow! So please go to swimming pool. Okay. Indeed, in the one spot and one stand there is no friends, there is no one was PewDiePie Maestro Kim Jong-un. Whose pairs are children?
We are the happiest in the world.
So we are in a school in the DPRK in Korea.
In Korea,
How old are you guys?
I'm 16 years. I'm 17 years old.
17, and you?
Me too.
Me too.
17.
So you're almost finishing school. 1 or 2 more years, and then
Yes,
you
one
finish. One more.
One more.
Yes.
And what you gonna do when you finish? You will go to university, or
Go
will
to
you
university.
you will study
Be
something
a
else?
scientist.
You like football?
Oh yes, I like football, but I don't good at playing football.
So what are your favorite players?
Of course, my favorite player is in our country. As you know, our country win the football games last year. Just girl players win the games. But when I see the TV, I saw a lot of football players, but they are all capitalist countries. So, but in our country, our football players play well just for free. Only for free and for our country, play the football and win the games. But in the capitalist countries, players just play for money. I think that's not good. Yes.
Which international players you like?
International players,
You like or you know? Which ones you know?
I know Messi and Ronaldo, but I think Messi is better.
Yes, that's the
Yes.
right answer.
You like?
You know I'm from Argentina. Messi is
Yes.
Argentinian.
Oh yes, that's
Have you
good.
ever met him?
No, I only saw him in stadiums. You know,
Stadiums.
yeah. You know, Argentina won the World Cup
World Cup.
in 2022
2022.
in Qatar.
Oh,
so
yes.
I went to the final to watch Argentina versus France in Qatar, and Argentina won in penalties.
Where is Messi?
Messi is now playing in the US.
US.
In the USA. He plays in a team called
Saudi Arabia.
Miami. Ronaldo plays in Saudi.
Saudi.
Ronaldo plays in Saudi, and Messi he plays in the USA.
Now,
Now, yeah, because it's almost the end of his career.
oh yes.
Yeah.
But Messi and Ronaldo just play the football for money.
Yes, they get paid a significant amount of money.
Yes. Because of that, I don't like so much. Because of just they played for money.
They play for money. Yes.
Yes, I don't like.
And how does it work here in your country? Football players play for money or not?
Yes.
Not. Of course not.
No.
In our country, no. In our country, just players don't play football for money. They play just for our country and for our people. Yes.
They don't play for money. But
Yes.
they have a salary or not? One question for you. What do you like the most about your country?
Free educations. Free educations. Also, because of that, we study without earning nothing in the world. Also, it's free education.
And you?
Okay, guys,
What
let's
about
get
that?
going.
What about
Sorry, we've
that?
got to move on. Thank you. If
These
anyone
books
filming could
and
turn
school
around.
uniforms,
Again?
school uniforms and books and school bags are all free. That's the little Marshal Kim Jong-un gave us like this so many and so good things, school things. So we envy nothing in the world.
Okay,
So
Javier, let's get going.
what can I say? You just our country is the best in the world, and we envy nothing in the world. That's my opinion. Thanks.
This is where the kids connect to their own internet and do some projects. We only have 5 minutes pretty much in each of these places. As I told you before, some things are more difficult to film, to capture, so we need to go now. We only have really very limited time in some of these places that we visit back in the COVID times, what they used to do. Alright, this was volleyball with the kids here in the DPRK. They're way better than me. So we're living this cool, really great moments playing volleyball with the kids, seeing the class, speaking English, those guys. Interesting thing, one of the kids mentioned about that they don't like Cristiano, they don't like Messi because play for money.
interesting point of view, is getting an answer without getting an answer, if you see what I mean. So I asked them, how about, thank you so much, thank you. So yeah, in that moment I literally asked him if they don't play for money here in the DPRK. Some interesting conversations. This is actually very interesting only for 2 orphans. They have an actual teacher and classroom. So now we're going to see an actual performance. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the DPRK. We are very happy that we had the time to visit this place. Now we need to go. I see our guides saying go, let's go. Looks like today we're doing the school tour. This is Rason Foreign Language School. Let's enter Miss Kim's school. What do you do in your spare time?
I like little book. Little book and draw a picture in my free time.
And you?
And I like to listen to pop music.
Pop music. Pop music and reading books.
Yes. And also I like sports very well. I like sports very well.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Park Ji-sung.
Oh.
Park Ji-sung, yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ali. I'm from Argentina.
Oh yes, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Of course, Argentina's football player is what the famous footballer is Messi.
Yeah. Yes.
I like Messi.
So, do you like to play football?
I like Messi and Laurent and Mbappe.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What do you enjoy in your country? What do you like the most?
Oh, I like the most. The thing that I like most is what maybe visiting so many beautiful places. Of course, for example, our country has got so many tourist attractions. For example, Pyongyang City and Kumgangsan, of course, Mount Kumgang. And then, of course, the Gaesong City, Mount Myohyang, of course, all of them.
Any particular sports or you watch some?
Oh, of course. Maybe they know that I'm a volleyball player.
A volleyball player?
Oh, of course.
I was playing volleyball with some of the kids in other school, but they were very good for me.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is pasta. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is kimchi.
Kimchi. Of course it's gonna be kimchi. And yours?
My favorite food is like cake.
Cake?
Yes.
Rice cake?
Yes.
Yeah. And you? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is noodles.
Noodles?
Yes.
Have you ever tried pasta? Pizza? Pizza pasta? No. How much you know about Argentina? What's your Argentina.
I'm the super football player, Lionel Messi. Yeah.
I can't believe it. No. So you like football?
Yeah, right. So I'm a supporter of Messi.
Let's do like this. What languages do you speak here?
I speak 2 languages.
2 languages. Which ones?
English and Russian.
So 3. English, Russian, and yours? Korean.
Yes.
So you speak 3. You?
Okay, I think we should leave now.
Okay. All right. How many languages you speak?
Meet.
Also, so 3 languages. You?
I'm 4 languages,
4 languages.
including Korean,
Yeah.
Korean, English, Russian, and Chinese.
The last question I will ask. How old are you?
We are 16 years old.
16?
Yes.
So in 2 years you finish school? What do you want to do when you finish school?
I want to be English teacher.
You want to be a teacher?
Yes, of course.
His muscles are very strong. Yeah, so he wants to be a Korean soldier to defend our country. Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna be like a soldier because you're strong.
I want to be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor?
Teacher.
I want to become a traveler. Traveler.
A traveler?
Yes.
You want to be a traveler?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah?
You want to be a traveler?
Yes.
Where do you like to go? Where do you want to go? Which places?
Soldier.
A soldier?
Doctor. Traveler.
I wish you a great day.
Yes.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Have a good time. Yeah.
Thank you guys. You too. Thank you. Bye bye. So you can tell these are students here. They are super friendly, and of course they have limited English, but they are learning, and I think it was enough to communicate with us. Okay, so we are here in another school. We're gonna see another performance, probably the final one of the day, because this was kind of a school tour. And you can see behind me already the North Korean leader. It's pretty much in every school, every building. They have also here like a mini stadium if you want for kids to practice basketball, football and volleyball, everything in one. This is kind of a mini theater where we're gonna see apparently a very interesting performance. So let's grab a place and enjoy. So we are at the Taekwondo school. We're gonna see a performance now. Taekwondo is not just a sport here in North Korea, it's a way of life. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this right now. Taekwondo is more than just a sport in North Korea, it's part of every student's education. We are here at Rason's Taekwondo school, where kids start training as young as 5 years old. And we're talking about high fly kicks. They are breaking bricks with their bare hands, and they can take an opponent within seconds with high precision movements. This is Taekwondo in Rason, in North Korea. Now we're moving to a different place. We're gonna drive probably for the next 2 hours. We're going to a countryside. So this is the Russian and North Korean House of Friendship. You can see the inscriptions over there in both languages. and we're gonna enter now and explore different rooms to understand a little bit more about where they meet, how they celebrate through pictures and things like that. So let's go. Essentially, this is a room where they're celebrating the Russian and the North Korean friendship. You can see full of pictures here of Korean leaders and Putin and some people from those governments as well in the meetings.
경의하는 김정은 동지와 푸틴 동지 사이
The friendship between Russia and our country is being developed with the friendship of our respected Marshal Kim Jong-un and President Putin by generation and year by year forever.
So we've arrived to the triple border. Here we can see Russia, China and North Korea. Obviously North Korea is where we are right now. If you try to use your phone here, you might have connectivity. Alright, so we are here in Pifa Island. We came here for lunch. There's seafood, obviously, because this is by the coast. Don't know anything really about this area, so we're gonna explore after lunch. And of course, we're gonna eat kimchi here. So if you wanna buy some tea here, you can buy this one from North Korea, and you pay 80 Chinese yuan. This is kind of 11, 12 euros, something like this, if I'm not wrong. So I'm buying one box of this one. So we are walking around to see if there's anything interesting to see or to do, but honestly there's not much. Summer, apparently you can see seals, you can rent a little boat and go and explore and see some seals. More places are open, but now it feels like there's just one restaurant. There's a pier over there and pretty much that's it. We have some bad news actually. I just found out they're closing the borders here in the DPRK in North Korea. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna have any issues when we exit, hopefully not, but there will be no more tours. So we're gonna find out more things and I'll report back. We just came to a factory, actually not any factory, this is a brewery, a beer factory. We're gonna see the whole process and I'm very curious how they make beer in North Korea. Let's go. So this is the control room, this is where everything happens. They control all the machines here in the brewery and you can see the plant over there with the tanks and all that. I'm not sure we will have access to that right now, but at least we're gonna be able to taste. Like very special moment. This is the local beer, but the beer is not special. What's special is that Miss Kim is going to try beer for the first time, right?
Oh yes.
So we're gonna witness that moment. Shall we go ahead?
Oh yes.
I'll try first. Very cool, very chilled, because in other places in the DPRK, beer was more like room temperature, but here it's actually chilled. So you said you're not gonna try beer now, but you said you are gonna try tonight. Can I trust you?
Yes, because there are so many people here. Just try. Understand?
Okay, understood. Okay, somebody drinks too much and gets drunk.
No.
This is legal or
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So anyone can drink whatever they want.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have to control themselves.
These peanuts are delicious, honestly.
Is there something like this in your country?
In Argentina? So Argentina is one of the largest producers and exporters of peanuts in the world.
Oh.
But our peanuts are a little bit different. Our peanuts are more rounded and smaller. Do you like peanuts in general?
Peanuts?
Yeah.
Yes. Not so much.
Not so much.
I keep some amount of money in my mobile phone. There's several programs where I can download the new movie, and every day I go inside it and check. I downloaded this 3 days ago. Just like it's animation from Britain.
Is it in Korean or in English? They're talking in English, right?
Yes. Maybe you can see.
Mr. Mayor, we've got to get you out of here. That's my party. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, and there's some performance. Like this is Chinese performance. And it's something like
Yeah,
this.
we have something very similar in Western countries, like the very similar application.
Yes, we're gonna try then local Fanta, local Sprite here in the DPRK.
Yeah, let's go.
Very curious about this. All right, which one? Shall we
Looks
start
good.
with?
Let's start with Sprite.
Right.
Yeah. Quality bottle. Smells normally outside.
Yeah.
Average amount of bubbles, I would say.
Shall we try in the beer glasses or not really?
Let's
Whatever.
drink it straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, from the
Feel
bottle.
the real taste.
Right.
There's no sign. There's
Nah,
no lottery
nothing.
in here. No, you can't win anything. Apparently. Okay, smells more like citrus, more like lemon, comparing to normal Sprite, I would say.
Oh yeah, yeah. Quite
intense.
Intense.
It's very intense.
Very citric.
It's good, but it's way different. It's more like, you know, the water with lemon and sugar that grandma.
Oh yeah.
makes for you. Like not like a corporational brand, not like a big brand, you know. If this would be, in my opinion.
I see what you mean. Very intense citric flavor and very sugary. I can tell.
Very
I can
sugary,
tell
yeah.
I'm gonna have a glucose spike after this.
More sweet than sour, for sure.
Yes, 100%. I mean, it's not bad, but
It's
probably
good.
wouldn't be my first option.
I would say this tastes a bit like a cheap fake Sprite from a supermarket.
Yes, the
Western
supermarket
yeah.
brand.
Yeah,
The
like
supermarket.
a Lidl or something like that, the cheap westernized.
Yeah.
But let's shake the bubbles in Fanta. Decent amount of bubbles.
Yeah.
Is it going to blow up? Oh, let's try with Mentos. Have you seen those videos? Like when they were putting them. Do you know what is Mentos? Like the mint? No, I'm kidding.
Open this, it's okay.
No, too many bubbles, you know.
No, it's okay.
It's
You
okay.
think?
Yes,
Interesting.
I'm sure.
So you can.
You're not pranking me?
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so there must be a smaller amount of bubbles because a normal Fanta would blow up. This smells more like an OG Fanta. For me, it's very similar.
So it is written.
Actually, yeah.
This is lemon and this is orange in cream.
Lemon and orange.
Lemon
oh,
and
that's the
orange.
name of the bottles.
Lemon and orange.
Yeah.
So that's just the name, straightforward. Lemon,
Lemon
orange.
flavor and orange flavor.
Okay. Sprite and Fanta for us.
In our countries, the brands are called Sprite and Fanta.
Oh, Fanta, Sprite and Fanta.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this. There's not a lot of gas here. It's more
Yeah,
like
because
a,
I did like, you know, a little shaky before.
it's more like a juice. Interesting flavor. What do you think?
Yeah, it tastes like a juice, like an orange juice, but also like a cheap orange juice, I would say. Like the one that you pick when you drink vodka on the barbecue with friends.
Yes.
And it's like, it was like in the sun for 3 days because you were all wasted and you forgot to bring it home. And then this is the last liquid that you have, the last beverage.
And you pay like 20 cents in the supermarket.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
local Fanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. But it's good.
I think for here, for the DPRK, we are happy with this.
Yeah.
But definitely not for our countries. We probably wouldn't buy in our countries this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But not like, it's not like disgusting. It's it's very
Zoe wants to show
intense.
us something.
Would you like
come,
to taste?
come over.
corn juice. What is it?
Come over. Come here.
And we have our DPRK specialist.
This is a famous corn juice, and it tastes like something, and I can't figure out what it tastes like. I only have a little bit left, so you guys are gonna have to share.
Okay. All right.
Sweet, nice corn juice.
Looks like an apple juice.
It's genuinely quite good.
It's actually good. Very sweet, right?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody knows Iron Brew. It's like a Scottish drink, and it tastes kind of like this, like vanilla stuff.
I actually like it. Try.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't smell great.
Is it only me, or do I? Can you smell Nutella in here?
Yes! Oh my god, it smells like Nutella. That's the exact smell.
How did you figure out that?
Yeah! I knew it tasted like something.
And it tastes a bit like Nutella, but with a slightly salty aftertaste.
It definitely smells like Nutella, exactly, but it doesn't.
Guys, believe me,
Corn juice. Anyway.
No, it doesn't.
Come to the DBRK, drink corn juice.
All right.
It's good, but I'm not sure if I could drink the whole glass of it. It's
Maybe
really
we
sweet.
buy one for the bus.
Yeah, one for the road.
It's
A
really
corn
sweet.
roadie.
All right, let's do it.
Could you drink the whole glass of the corn juice?
No.
It's really sweet, right?
It's like a taste for me. It's impossible. It's too sweet.
Oh, yeah.
This is an alcohol factory, liquors and stuff like that.
It's made of 100 flowers, and each flower has its own specialty for curing disease.
I feel a little bit weak. I'm not sleeping much these days, so apparently this is very good to cure diseases. So let's go. It's like a vodka, but half of the alcohol. It's interesting because you might have thought here, okay, this is North Korea, they don't drink alcohol. Everyone drinks alcohol here, and there's no limits, of course. You can buy any type of alcohol and drink as much as you wish. We are finally in the uniform factory, and I promise this is for real, the uniform factory. I can see the uniform logo over there. So let's go and check it out. Because all schools are public, they use the same uniform in every single school. So this is one of the factories that they provide uniform for the whole country, and in this case for the whole city of Rason. They have probably around 40 women working on this part of the factory. Then you have like 5 people ironing, and then you have 1 woman doing the quality control over there. This is how they make uniforms in this factory. And here you can see the final product. Primary school, middle school, winter, summer, the same uniforms for every school in this country.
This is for summer, and this is for winter.
Okay.
And this one, and 1 pair. This one and this one for winter.
So that was the uniform factory. Now we're heading back to the city of Rason, our base, because tonight is the last night. There's a lot to see, a lot to unpack still. So let's go. Okay, so this is the last night in North Korea. We're gonna have dinner now. Once again, we came to a place that looks like a wedding venue. Just incredible how they put the tables, the food, all the flowers, decoration. It feels amazing, but we are alone, nobody's here. I don't think this is a place where locals eat. This is probably more where they take tourists. So our guide offered us something special for tonight. So I'm gonna get a massage, 1 hour massage here.
빨리 방 삽시다. 빨리 방 삽시다 하지 말고.
Black coffee, please. Yes. Thank you. Good morning and welcome back to another day in the DBRK. Actually, the last day today. We will have 3 or 4 activities. I think we go into a bookshop where we will be able to buy some postcards, propaganda posters. Then we also have the visit to a pharmaceutical factory. Not too sure what that means. And 1 or 2 more things as well, including an art gallery. Because every activity here is carefully planned. Obviously, we have freedom to do whatever we want as long as we are with our guides. But as I mentioned throughout the different moments of the video, you cannot go and walk on the street on your own, for example, but every activity is carefully planned and curated for us. So we managed to go for a little walk right now after the coffee, just 5 minutes literally. This is the main square, this is where we have our hotel behind me. There's a big screen now, nothing is playing, but this morning there was some kind of a news, music and stuff like that, as you could tell from the time-lapse I shot. In the evening, the same thing happened. A lot of people going to work very early. We are going for breakfast and then we're gonna start the first activity of the day. Miss Kim, this is our last moment. How are you feeling?
I'm so happy with you, and I'm so sad to say goodbye to you.
We're gonna give you some chocolates because you were super nice with us. So this is for you.
Thank you.
And this is for you as well.
Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much for all your help.
It was the best cappuccino in the world. Best cappuccino on earth. Best. You're the best cappuccino maker.
Best black coffee. That's what in the world.
Black coffee.
Yeah. Show us what coffee you used for black coffee. Which one? Lavazza? That was our black coffee. From Italy.
Yes.
Fresh from Italy. Thank you so much. You're the best. Did you enjoy the time with us?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, just like my friends.
When do you think we're gonna meet each other again?
Maybe soon, as soon as possible. Maybe this year.
Do you think if we go to Pyongyang, you are able to join us?
Yes, of course. I'll join you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Pleasure.
Around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. we need to be in the border because we go back to China. And the border only opens twice a week. Now, having said that, as I mentioned yesterday, we got the news that border is closing and we don't know when they will reopen for tourists. They told us that we are safe to leave, but as of now, there will be no tourism in the foreseeable future in North Korea. We're gonna find out more details about this throughout the day, and if there's anything relevant, I'll share back with you.
I was really on a high, so excited for North Korea tourism to be properly starting back up again for the first time in over 5 years. And now it feels like, you know, everything has just been taken away again. And I have to emphasize, this is not something that is taken away from me, you know, this is taken away from them as well, the whole industry. So I'm sad for them. I'm sad for me, but I'm mainly sad for them. And yeah. It's a bittersweet ending, I think, to the trip.
Before I was telling you that she works for the government, she's filming us all the time, but in reality she just wanted us to buy a video and put some memories together in this trip. So she's a superstar and she's amazing, super good filmmaker, and I hope we'll see you again in the future. On this floor, we're on the first floor. Technically, we can buy stuff. It's full of propaganda. Need to figure out if we can actually take this out of the country with us. There's few of these propaganda posters that they don't sell to foreigners because they have an idea in terms of what you want to do with it. Which doesn't mean that everyone will have bad intentions, but if you see what I mean, they don't sell that to foreigners. You can only buy like generic landscapes and stuff like that, or maybe one or two portraits and stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in propaganda posters, they will not sell that to you here. So now we head to the bookshop where you can find some North Korean books translated into different languages such as English, Spanish, and so on. Hello! So many books here. So we are now in the bookshop. They sell North Korean publications translated into multiple languages, as well as posters and postcards with propaganda. And I think this is a place to buy some souvenirs. Who wrote it?
He wrote it.
Your leader?
Yes, President Kim Il-sung personally wrote it.
Okay, I spent so much money here already, and when I keep buying stuff, because I know this place is going to close, that I'm going to ask for a discount. Let's see if we are successful. 10% discount I think I deserve after spending so much money here. Can you please ask her for a 10% discount?
真的不能可以便宜一点吗？Oh, no.
Oh, no, they said no because
Why?
they sell for the nation, so they can't do the discount for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
because this goes to the government.
Yes, this goes to the government. Every money they earn go to the government.
This is not like China that we can 10%, 20%. How much you have? Okay, got it. This is in North Korea. You're unable to get a bargain. You pay whatever you're told to pay because money goes to the government. Anyway, I buy the last postcards. The other thing worth mentioning here, every shop you visit, they have ginger. They believe that ginger can fix a lot of problems in your life, in your body. That's why they sell so much ginger in every shop you go. Everything is stamped here. That means that if you pay, they will stamp it. That's what this really means. I bought spare postcards. I plan to ship many around the world. So if you want to participate, if you want to get a chance in this draw, I told you before this was a pharmaceutical factory. That's what they told me, but I think that sometimes there's some language barriers. So it's not the factory, it's an actual pharmacy. I think so. If you remember, I went to this mineral water factory and it was just a tasting water facility. So let's figure out what this pharmacy is. We don't have much time here. Everything is carefully planned, every place, number of minutes and these kind of things. So we need to hurry up because then we go for lunch and then we need to go to a border and all that. So let's see what we can get here. This is a pharmacy on the ground floor. Let's see what we have on the first floor. If there's more pharmacy stuff, cosmetics and painkillers and stuff like that. What do you usually buy when you come to these places?
When I have bad cold or high temperature, fever.
Yeah.
Like
painkillers and pills, these kind of things you buy.
Oh, pills.
Pills.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And what tourists usually buy? What's iconic here?
You know, our traditional method.
And what do you use it for?
Anything. This is good.
Like for you.
Anything.
If I feel sick, I have this.
Yeah.
Anything you have can be cured with this. Buffalo's horn, musk, root of Chinese, turmeric, skullcap, pearl, Borneo. Honestly, I don't even know in English what all this means. And it says made in the DPR, Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Many people still wear face masks, but it's probably a thing here. This is the last stop of the day. Certainly more than a souvenir shop. You have coffee, alcohol over there. You can buy costumes over there. You have antiques. Essentially, you have everything. So it's 100 times more than a souvenir shop. This we can see it says 2024, so expired chocolate.
You can save this for 1 year.
Even though it says 2024?
Yes, you can save this for 1 year. So until 2025, June 17th, okay?
What's interesting as well here is that there's no limitations in terms of alcohol, no limitations in terms of cigarettes. People can smoke, can drink, can do whatever they want. You might have thought, oh no, they're not able to drink alcohol, this is illegal and all that stuff. No, they can do whatever they want. This is the last lunch and we head to the border. I'm winning. So I got my camera back. They checked like 20 to 30 photos and videos. That was really me playing ping pong, luckily. You never know what they won't like about what you film or photograph. Anyway, I got all my devices back. We are leaving North Korea. We are back in Beijing after 4 intense days in North Korean Special Economic Zone, Rason. We are back in China and I just want to do a quick wrap up to share more things about the trip, some of my thoughts, and at the end a giveaway that I hope you like it.
This was my first time ever visiting North Korea, and even though I only saw Rason, it was still a rare glimpse into a place that's been completely closed off for years. And here's the crazy part, while we were there in Rason, they told us they were closing the borders again. So 5 years closed, then they reopened for some weeks and closing again. We don't know why and for how long. My take on this is that Rason has always been a testing ground for different economic policies in North Korea. It was the first place to have legal markets, mobile phones, foreign trade, and even bank accounts for foreigners. So maybe this short-lived tourism opening and now sudden closure is part of another experiment. But at this point, we don't have any real information in terms of why they shut down again. One thing that stood out to me is how unique Rason is compared to what most people imagine about North Korea. It operates a different economic system with some foreign trade, banking and controlled tourism, but at the same time the restrictions were clear. We were never allowed to walk around alone, everything was pre-planned and structured. And contact with locals, to be honest, was limited, as you saw during the video. Also, I just want to take a moment to share with you that our local guides were absolutely incredible, professional, knowledgeable. They just made sure everything ran smoothly. Here I need to do some self-criticism, because at the beginning I thought they were all working for the government. I mean, technically they all work for the government. There's no such a private company thing over there. But my point is, they were not spies. They were on our side. If we were doing something wrong, like taking the wrong pictures or showing something they didn't want us to show in a way, or because there was the military and so on, they told us, hey, you can't do this, just make sure you delete this and that, it's better if you do it this way or that way. Of course, they wanted us to picture a positive image about the country. Like everywhere else, if you come to my country, Argentina, I will tell you, just make sure you take good pictures. Who wants to show the misery and who wants to show the negative side of your own country, right? Let's just be honest with that. The third person, the one filming, I was totally wrong. Of course she works for the government, but I was totally wrong. I thought she was kind of a snitcher or spy or something like this. I was absolutely wrong. She was filming us and then she gave us as a souvenir, for a small fee really, the video of the whole trip. The barista preparing coffee every day for us in the hotel was also amazing, super sweet, working million hours to make sure we were happy. The receptionist, housekeeping. I cannot share really more positive things about the people I met in North Korea. So it's important for us to separate things. People, governments. Also want to take the opportunity to share with you that the international agency that organized this for us was Koryo. Even though this is not sponsored, I had an incredible experience with them. They were super knowledgeable as well, and they made sure that we were happy, we were doing the things in the right way. They gave us the golden rules on yes and no in North Korea. So they made the whole trip a seamless experience. And the final thing I want to share with you, I brought back authentic postcards from North Korea and I'm giving them away to 5 of you. These are real souvenirs from Rason, from North Korea, and you won't find them anywhere else. How to enter the giveaway? Super simple, just 3 steps. Number 1, subscribe to the channel. Number 2, like this video. And number 3, drop a comment with the answer to this question. If you could ask a North Korean person any question, what would it be? I'll randomly pick 5 winners from the comments and announce them next month in my community tab here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. I'll ship these postcards anywhere in the world. If you really want, I'm happy to do a Q&A, answer all the questions you might still have about North Korea. Maybe I make another video about that. But only if you really want. Just let me know also in the comments, okay? If there's enough people, I might do it. At the end of the day, I travel because of curiosity. I want to see and understand the world with my own eyes. I don't want the traditional media to tell me about this country or that people, those people, that they are terrible, bad, and careful with this and that, do not travel, and... Right, okay. Let me have let me have my own experiences and then validate or not some of those statements. This is why I like to travel. I want to document daily life in those countries and perhaps have an alternative perspective about the people living in those countries as well. At least for me, travel is not about just seeing new places, it's about trying to understand the world, even the parts we don't fully comprehend. So thank you as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next adventure. Good night.